So this is going to be just a little bit of an experience of what it's like being a senior graduate of 2020 during this COVID-19 pandemic. So originally, something that I had to go through was having to cancel all the graduation plans. I am the first in my family history to ever get a bachelor's degree. And so my family from California and Oklahoma and part of Mexico too, we're going to be flying over. We were all coordinating together so that they can come over to Lincoln, Nebraska, the school union college where I go to. And we'd been planning this really for years. Very, very excited. I had lots of loved ones also coming in from Colorado, from Ohio, from Minnesota. Many people who were going to come to support me. And when I received the email from my school that graduation was going to be canceled, it was honestly a pretty big disappointment because it seemed like all those hardworking nights, all of the time I spend staying up late, all the time I spend really tears shed, was just kind of felt like there wasn't really a big celebration for it, and that's something we were all looking forward to, which my school is still planning on having an in-person graduation sometime in the future, but just the fact that it couldn't be right after I finished my schooling was just a little bit of a disappointment. So that was the first thing. The second thing was I was so used to the first half of the semester being in person. So I got used to finally when I got used to the flow of things, it switched to online. And mind you, prior to this, I did my student teaching the semester before. So trying to get already back into the transition of being a student and not a teacher anymore was difficult. However, I knew that I was going to be able to get through it by God's grace. So I was able to push through and it was going good. And then when I got the email again from my school president that they were going to be switching to online, I thought maybe this isn't going to be that big of a deal since I've done online classes before. And then now that I've had to do online classes, I'm in the comfort of my home. It's a lot more difficult because all of a sudden I'm away from my school environment and now I have other responsibilities in person aside from studying. So it just kind of all piles up, and really trying to push through that last little bit of the school year has been very challenging. Procrastination has been very, very high. My professors have been talking to us and trying to be merciful since a lot of students are struggling with this transition. So I would say for me, the biggest thing is my procrastination rate has really went up. Motivation already as it is, since it's been a lot more difficult. Yes, we're doing Zoom, but it's really not the same as in person because sometimes teachers can see when you're struggling, and it's just been very difficult. And I also had a desk job at my school, and now all I can do is grade, which is fine. I love grading, but now I can't work as many hours because if I work too many hours while still being a full-time student trying to graduate with A's and B's minimum, it's very difficult. It becomes challenging. And so I've been working a lot less. So it's been a lot to deal with, but I'm almost done. I've been pushing through, still got the A's and B's going on. So it's been an experiment. I mean, it's been quite an experience, but I'm very grateful I went through with it because it really taught me lots of grit as well as learning to be flexible and adapting to my environment.